So today I want to talk about this lens right here, which is the Lumix 45 to 150. That turns out to be a 90 to 300 in full frame terms. And that's also kind of a hidden bonus of Micro Four Thirds. You can just multiply by 2 to get the focal length. And this is a Mega Zoom, Super Zoom, whatever you want to call it, and it's my first Mega Zoom or Super Zoom. I've been considering getting a lens like this for a while, but didn't really want to invest in the full frame equivalent of one, so I found this one, and so far I am really impressed with it. So the first thing that really kind of struck me was the price. These used to be kit lenses for the entry-level Lumix cameras, so you can get them brand new for under $200 and you can get them used for under $100. If you go to mpb.com, at the time of recording this at least, you will have pages and pages to scroll in terms of options, which is pretty cool. That's not always the case with lenses. And then it's also crazy light. So this is a 200-gram lens, and in comparison, the Fujifilm 35mm f2, I think it's like 170 grams. So you probably wouldn't even notice a difference in weight between those two lenses, yet this one can get you all the way to 300 millimeters, which is pretty impressive. So it's not gonna take up a bunch of space in my bag. It's pretty compact, it's very light. So even if I take it out with me and don't use it, I don't think I'll be too bummed. And so that kind of leads me to another point, which is that I got this because we are going to Japan next month, and I'll make more videos about that in the future. But oftentimes when I'm traveling, I feel like there are maybe specific landmarks or scenes or something that are just kind of far away. And so I've always kind of wanted a super zoom for that purpose, but I didn't want to invest in the full frame one or have something bulky that I'm kind of lugging around with me and maybe at the end of the day I don't even use it. So this kind of fits the bill perfectly. And I think that's also a pro with Micro Four Thirds, is that it can kind of be a testing ground for you. So if you have a piece of gear or a kit that you want to try out, but you don't want to invest or feel like you're spending hundreds of dollars to figure out whether or not that piece of gear or kit is right for you, then you can often do it at Micro Four Thirds for a cheaper price point. So, but yeah, I've been pretty impressed by this so far. I've taken a couple of images, a couple of clips. I took this video clip of the rain the other day, and the optical stabilization is really solid. I was out probably between 200 and 300 millimeters, and the camera shake is not atrocious at all, which is pretty impressive. Lumix has always had really good optical image stabilization, but yeah. And then I also took a couple of photos just around downtown Durham, and so far so good. I'm gonna put it through its paces while we're out in Japan, kind of walking around. I'm just gonna throw this in my 3-liter Peak Design sling, and I'm pretty pumped that it's not gonna be like a whole fuss. I'm just gonna be able to put it in there, and if I use it, awesome. If I don't, no problem. But yeah, hopefully after I take some more images and images and videos while we're in Japan, I'll have a better idea whether or not this is a pretty good lens for most people. But at $100, it's not really that big of a question, especially if you just want to give it a shot for a little while, then maybe sell it back and make, $30, $45 back or something like that. So, but let me know if you've used this lens before or any other Mega Zooms. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks about them, and I'll catch you in the next video where I talk about what I'm going to be bringing to Japan. So until then, ciao.